Hello and welcome back. My name is June, and if you're here for the first time, thank you so much for choosing this balance and flexibility session for you to work with me today on. This session today is a blend of Pilates-inspired movement as well as dynamic flow. And with Pilates-inspired movement, we get to really work on some core-focused exercises that will challenge your balance as well as enhance your flexibility and, more importantly, work on your mobility and your stability, which is so important to core strength as well as posture and alignment. So a few things that you will need a ball, you will need a long elastic band, plus of course your water to hydrate. So let's get started. I have you take a seat on your chair. I do have footwear on. You could do this with socks. That would not be a problem either, but I've chosen to wear footwear. So while you're sitting in your chair, if you have taken sessions with me before, you note that I always talk about beginning in a tall spine, and that begins the process of turning on all the muscles in your body. And that's important because when you just think about sit up nice and tall, you automatically have a reaction where your abdominal muscles pull in and your spinal column turns on, and you can feel what's happening. And that's what we want to teach our body to do, to be able to work during this session, but hopefully take away from the session a way that your muscles remember what you have done, so we could do it on your own, kind of subconsciously in a way. So begin with our feet about hip width apart and with nice breathing patterns, just to be aware of our breath. We're going to take a deep breath in, exhale that breath out. Another deep breath in, exhale. When you're doing this, take note, when you inhale, the torso expands, right? And when you exhale, the torso narrows, just like a balloon. Ready? Inhale. And then exhale. One last one here. Inhale. Arms come by your side. Take both of your shoulders. Raise them to your ears. Up and down. And up and down. Two more. Now let's alternate one at a time. Give me your left shoulder first. Then your right. Then your left. Then your right. Let's go back to working both at the same time. But this time, pull your shoulders back and release. Do it again. Pull your shoulders back and release. Two more times. Pull the shoulders back and release. You have one last one. Pull the shoulders back. Nice. Beautiful. Now take your shoulders to your ears. Push them away. Two more. To your ears. Push them away. One last one. To your ears. Now give me a little roll back. Two times. Roll the shoulders once and then twice. Now slide your rib cage to the right side. Notice how my hips stay still. And then slide to your left, keeping your right hip on the chair. Sliding back and forth just to warm up the torso a little bit. Nice. From here, we'll come back to the center, hands on your chair. Breathe in. As you exhale, pull your right shoulder blade back and twist as you look over your right shoulder. Come back to the center, breathe in. As you exhale, twist to your left side, pulling your shoulder blade back. Let's do that a little faster, two on each side. Here we go. Right side, twist to your right, come back center, twist to your left side, come back center. Think of your shoulder blades leading the way, right shoulder blade, and then left. Nice. Come back to center and let's roll those shoulders out. Nice. Take your left arm out. So my palms are up as I just alternate my arms, reaching forward just to get a little more movement in your body. Here we go. So I'm straight arm, bent elbow. We're reaching and pulling. Two more. Last one. Great. Now your heels, lift them up and down. Come to the balls of your feet. You know you have landing pads on the soles of your feet from under the ball of your foot to the toe. Two more. One more. Now get ready to change and give me your toes coming up. Here we go. Your toes lift and lower. Want a little bit of a challenge? Can you lift your left toe and keep your right toe on the ground and alternate tapping your toes? We're getting ready to move on into our next section. You should be feeling some warmth develop in your tibialis, which is your shin muscle. Nice. Let's scoot back just a little bit more now. We're going to go into our first Pilates progression, and it's called hundreds. It's called hundreds because you're breathing in and breathing out for 10 repetitions. And we're not, in which 10 times 10 means 100 reps, and we're not doing that here, but that's just the name of the exercise. We're gonna sit tall, take your palms, face them forward, thumbs are out to the side, and your shoulders are down. We're gonna breathe in, and as you exhale, I want you to pretend you're pushing something very heavy forward. Keep your torso lifted, but pull your belly back. Then turn your palms back, and inhale and lift your torso a little bit taller. Exhale, press forward. Now if we want to add a little pumping action, we can. We can exhale, pump the arms. Inhale, pump the arms. Exhale, so the arms get a little bit of work here and the torso gets a little work. You'll note, as you're pushing those arms, your torso is moving. It's causing you to stabilize your torso by keeping your body erect and nice and tall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let's stop the pulsing. Breathe in, breathe in. Exhale. Shh. And another one. Breathe in. Let's reverse the breathing now. This time we exhale. Breathe out. Inhale. Last one here. Perfect. Getting right into our angel arms. Here we go. Now your thumbs go to the ceiling, reaching up and lowering down. What we're focusing on here is keeping the scapula intact. That's your shoulders or those bones that wrap around your arms. Now let's take the arms out to the side. Great. Come back to the center. Lower them back down. Great. One more time. Open and then back. Nice. Now on this time, let's keep your left arm up. Lower the right arm. And then let's switch. I call these angel arms. I like them because they give you an opportunity to work the muscles, your shoulder joint, in a lot or different ranges of motion. It's a ball and socket joint, so it can move kind of circularly. So we'll come to arm circles later, but reach your arm up here. Now reach it out to the side and take it up on a slight diagonal. And do the same thing here. Bring your hands together. Do the same thing with your right arm lifting, left arm down, and come back together. This is the last of our series here for the angel arms. Now when you open up your arms, you should be feeling the shoulder blades coming together. We'll do one more on each side. Perfect. Last one. Now, keeping your legs together, scooting a little bit more forward to give us less support to make our core work harder. Let's take your left arm, bend the elbow, and place the right forearm right underneath it. It tends to lift our shoulders up. So you want to push your shoulders down. Envision that your back is against a very flat wall, and think of pressing your shoulder blades and the back of your head into that wall. Draw your abdominal muscles in, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, keeping your feet forward, lead with your right shoulder blade. Let your head follow and twist. This is a side twist. Come back center. Let's do the same thing on your left side. Exhaling to lead the way. And then come back. Now we're going to stay on your right a little bit. Come all the way over, twist. Stop for a moment. Can you twist a little bit further? And then bring it back. Same thing on your left side. Take a twist to the side. Pause for a moment. Can you twist a little bit further? Twist. Nice. Let's do that one more time on the right and left. So we twist. Going a little bit further. Come back center and then twist to your left side. A little bit further, coming back to the center. That feels really good. Relax your shoulders and then just roll them out. Nice. Let's take the ball and place it between your knees. So the ball comes a little above your knee joint. Let's squeeze it. We're going to do that same side twist. We're going to pick up our pace a little bit. This will keep our legs a little bit more stable and allow the inner thighs to work a little bit more. Back to the same arm, drop your shoulders. Here we go, you ready? Twist to your right side. Exhale, please. Twist and center. Twist. Can you note that we're not going as far this time because we've picked up our pace? We'll do one more fast. Now let's take it back slow, really slow. Pull back and come back center. Pull back to the other side. Twist. One last one, slow right here. Squeeze that ball. Nice. Come back center one last time. Twist. Beautiful. Let's take the ball from between our legs and separate both legs. We're going to do the Pilates saw, right? So with the legs in a wider position and the ball in your left hand, you're going to take the ball right along the inner thigh of your left leg. Your opposite arm is just going to reach out to the side. Your thumb is up with your right arm. Take a deep breath in. And let's extend that right leg a little. It doesn't have to be completely straight. Note how mine's slightly bent. And as you exhale, reach and roll the ball down towards your calf or towards your ankle. And then from here, pull back like you're sawing and reach 4 times. Here comes 2. Relax your toes if you'd like, or keep them flexed. We have 1 more. This is a nice diagonal exercise that uses quite a bit of muscles. Bring your right leg back in. Let's do the same thing on the left. Take the ball on the inside of your thigh. Ready? Your left arm is out to the side, thumb up. Relax your foot. Aim towards the calf and gaze towards your thumb and come back 4 times. 2. Nice. Here comes 3. And we have 1 more and 4. Lovely. I really like this exercise. You can feel all those muscles in your torso having to activate and to work, and that twisting action. When you're done with this workout today, your body is going to feel less stiff and more mobile than you ever thought possible, which is great. We're going to move into our angel arms again. So we're going to take that ball and just put it between our knees so that we have some stabilization for the hips, as well as forcing the adductors, your inner thigh muscles, to work. We're going to go back to those angel arms, but this time we're going to add some arm circles. So you're going to take your arms directly out to the side, right? And let's take your arms, open them first. Reach open, and then close, nice. And again, reach open. Now we're going to add on to this. Take it back, open and close, but this time, take your arms down by your side, then lift them up. Down, and then lift. Now let's take that opening. We're going out and in, down and up. Out and in, down and up. Now, doesn't that feel great when you open up your arms, you feel your heart open? 1 more time here, squeeze those shoulder blades together, beautiful. Now from here, what we do is circle the arms around, nice and slow. I like to do this slow. Lift up, only go as high as what feels comfortable for you. We'll do 1 more, then we'll reverse the circle. Here we go, lower down with the arms, take it up and around. 3 times. 1 more. Nice. Last one. Now open up both arms. Can you take your left arm, bring it across? Doesn't have to touch the hand. Bring it across. Now cross body with your right side. Here we go. Reach and open. Nice. Let's do it again. Swing across your body and come back and swing across. Nice. Now take your right arm by your side. Take your left elbow, bend it, arms like this. Reach the arm out on a diagonal and lift your right arm to a diagonal. Watch as I close my fingers here. When I say close my fingers, I'm actually touching my fingers. Then open. I like looking at the arm that's going down. So my right arm is going out, so I'm looking to my right. 1 more. Are you ready to change this to the other side? Right here now, left arm goes down. Right arm goes up, where I'm looking. Bring those arms together, they come in, and they go out. 2 more here. Close the arms, and then open. You have 1 more. Close, nice job. Now we come back in, we take the ball from between our knees, and we place it behind our back, and now we get to sit against the ball. This is nice and comfy. However, I'm having you put the ball there to force your body to turn on their proprioceptors. Your proprioceptors are those little ions that float around in your body that allow the body to recognize that something uneasy or unstable is going on, and so it turns on muscles to fire them up. So as soon as you put your back against this ball, you're firing up muscles in the center of your body. Placing your hands on either side of the chair, roll your shoulders back, and then think of your breastbone and your heart lifting to the ceiling. Eyes go to where the ceiling meets the wall, not too high. When I don't go up here, when I just to where the ceiling meets the wall, then come back to what you should be feeling is a mild contraction in your spinal column. Now stay here for a moment and pull your shoulder blades back. Good. Then release. That's your exhale. Inhale as you lift. And then exhale. We only have 1 more. I don't like to do too many of these. Reach up maybe 4 max and come back in. Perfect. Take the ball away. Place the ball over to the side. We're going to scoot over to the side of our chair and do what we call a bird dog, which is nothing more than an opposite arm, opposite leg lift, right? So we scoot over to the chair. we take your right leg and we bring it down to where the knee is towards the ground, kind of similar to how we do our hip flexor stretch. What we're gonna do here is take, this leg is back, so it's the opposite arm that's gonna reach out in front. Hold that there, right? And this arm is here. Now try to push your heel back a little bit. Pull your abdominal muscles in. Pretend that you have your hand on top of a countertop. You wanna push the countertop away and lift your heart. Great. Now release it, release the knee. Let's do one more, reach it out. So if you were on all fours, you would have one leg extended behind you or one and the other arm extended in front. Great, we're gonna come back to center and place our hips closer to the front of the chair, feet out in front, separate your legs a little bit. I like to use the ball for this. So if your ball is handy, you could do this with or without, but if it's handy, place it there because it forces my knees or my patella tendon in my knee to track correctly. So as you exhale, lift your hips and push. Use your arms, and then come back down. When I say use your arms are supporting you. So the weight's in the heels of your hands, your fingertips facing the floor, so you're not putting too much flexion on your wrist. We're gonna do one more of those. One last one. Here we go, reach. Yes. And then we come back down. Great to open up your hips. We release the ball. We come over to the other side. Same exact thing you did on the other side. So that left knee is down towards the ground, right? This knee is facing forward and your foot is on the ground. You're holding onto the chair for support. Ready? This arm goes out. Reach, hold. Sorry, it's opposite arm. I did that wrong. Opposite arm. It's your opposite arm that's reaching out. Yes, it's opposite arm, opposite hip. Hold. Great. Release. Let it go. Let the leg go for a second. Are you ready? Here we go. Reach out. Reach. And then come back in. Perfect. Come back to the center of your chair. Great. So from here, grab your band and place it right on your lap for a moment. We're going to begin with a little bit of footwork. Footwork meaning, just like we did in the warm-up, heel lifts, alternating your heel lifts. So this is really good to work through the soles of your feet. There are 38 muscles. Can you imagine that? 38 muscles in the soles of your feet. Crazy, right? That's a lot of muscles, so it's important to work those legs. Good. Keep going. 4 more. Here's 1, still 1. And then 2, still 2. And then 3, 1 more. Nice. Now place your heels on the ground. We're going to take the band, lengthen it out to its long length. You can also do this with a towel if you didn't have a band. You're going to take this under your knee and then place your foot on the floor. We want to keep the hands fairly close to the knees so we have a nice long tail on each side. Now take a breath. As you exhale, pull the knee up, hold it here. My elbow's a little bit out away from my body, but I'm using my biceps to hold a leg up. So I'm gonna circle. Here we go, I'm gonna circle my hip. Now even though we're saying it's a leg circle, we are circling the leg, but the leg is in the hip socket. So you wanna really think about that hip. 2 more here. 1 more. And last one, come back to center and reverse that direction. Here we go, 6. And then 5, and then 4, and then 3, 2 more. I'm sure you can feel that work, right? Because the leg is heavy. Pause. We do this on the other side now, right? So take your band away, and we place it underneath the right knee now. And again, get your hands fairly close, sit tall. Remember, you want to make sure those core muscles are supporting you while you're sitting upright. Lift up, 6, go out. 1, I'm not moving the arms. I'm just moving the leg, but the arms are holding the leg up, so that's giving me a little bit of muscle recruitment for the biceps as well. We have 1 more here, and now we reverse that direction. Take it the other way. Now you might feel that one leg felt a little bit differently than the other, and that's pretty much normal because whatever flexibility or strength you have at one hip, does not dictate what it's going to be on the other. That's why we always work both legs. It's important. That leg comes down, and now take the band under the sole of your left foot, right? So I'm going to turn my knee out. So actually it's my hip that's turning it out. I'm going to pull the band this way. Now I'm going to take the leg up. I'm going to push out and come back in 4 times. Pressing out. Come back in. And again, press it out. Press. Come back in. This is a frog. So I'm kind of aiming that heel towards my knee 2 more times. Reach out 1. Come back in. Reach out again. And 2. And come back in. Perfect. Remove the band. It now goes under the arch of your right foot, and we turn that hip out so the band comes on the inside, right? So I'm aiming my heel towards my calf. Are you ready? We're gonna push out, pull in. Can you notice that I'm keeping my hands fairly close to my chest? I'm pushing out, push, and out. It's almost like I'm sliding my heel along a midline that goes from the center of where my tailbone or pubic bone is. 2 more to go. Reach out. 1 more here. And we can do this with both. This is a little bit more challenging. So if you find that it's a little too difficult, then by all means, go back to doing one at a time. So my heels are here, right? Now from here, sit back in your chair a little bit more. So we need not to be too forward on this one. Got to sit back. Are you ready? Now, push out. Lift your legs, push out, and pull them back down. And press out. Now this time you really have to balance. Can you feel that? So I'm pulling the band to me, pushing out. Hold those abs in, push, and back. A little bit different than the other because this is more knee flexion and extension, but in a rotated position. And when I say rotated, externally rotated of your hip. 2 more times. Reach out 1, nice. And the last one here, then 2, perfect, we got it. Lovely. Release. All right, take that band around the top of your knees, and from here, holding onto the band at the side. I'm holding it right here. So notice when I open my knees, I have some tension. Ready? So we start by taking the leg out to the side. So I'm gonna take it out to the side. I'm gonna lift my knee, then I'm gonna straighten my leg. I'm gonna lower the leg down, pull it in, and then push it back together, or bring it back together. We'll do that same leg. If you haven't did it, if you were watching me, let's try it together. You ready? To the left side, pull it out, and then lift, and then extend, lower down, pull back in, bring it in, and hold. 1 more time this side. We'll do 3. Reach, lift your knee, give me that extension of your knee joint, lower the extended leg. Then pull your heel in and then glide it back to center. Nice job. Now I'm gonna slide the band over so I'm holding the ends together on this side. Same exact thing we did outside, sit up nice and tall. Are we ready? Holding here, you ready? Move out. With the right leg, lift the knee, extend your knee out, extend, leg remains extended, heel comes down. Pull it back in, then bring the leg back in. 2 more times. Reach. Lift your knee, extend out through your leg, reach, lower down, pull your heel in and back, and then take it back. That allows us to work the hamstring a little bit. 1 more time, to the right side, reach, and then lift, extend out, whoa, out. Come back in, lower it back to the floor, and then bring it back in. That was great, awesome. You can get rid of your band and take a quick drink of water. Let's do that, let's hydrate. 1 more time. Oh, 1 more sip, not 1 more time. That's what happens when you teach a lot. We're always thinking about those repetitions we're doing, right? So from here, legs about hip width apart. Here you go. And you're gonna take your right arm out to the side and take your left arm close to it, make a gentle fist. So I'm gonna call this a bow and arrow. So what we do is pull the elbow back, reach, back, pull, envision, you've got a bow and arrow and a target there. Remember, with that fist, avoid pulling or pressing too hard with your fingers. You don't want to make a tight fist. 2 more. 1 more here. I like this one because it really feels good. Now take it to the other side. We ready? Same thing. Just got to move yourself a little bit, right? 1. Keep going. 2 more here. 1 last one. I like this because it really feels good around the upper postural muscles. Grab that band again. We're going to move into chest expansion. And with chest expansion, you're going to take the band behind you, behind your legs, right? And then we're going to allow our palms to face forward on this one. So the band comes against the chair legs. Can you see that, right? So we're sitting up. Now, since it's against the chair, I now have something for the band to lean against. Sitting up, I'm going to keep my palms facing you. I'm just going to pull the arms back as your elbows come towards one another behind you and release. Do it again. Reach and back. 2 more. Reach. 1 more. Reach. Nice. Perfect. And release for a second. Take a little bit of a break and let's do 3 more. You ready? Here we go. 3, and open. And again, 2 and open. One more here. Perfect. Great. Now take the band underneath both feet. I shouldn't say both feet. Well, it is your feet, but your arches of your feet. I want to clarify that. So you want to make sure it's under the arches. And the reason I say the arches, so the band doesn't slip out of your way. Careful that your bands, you want to be conscious that the bands are fairly even. I'm going to scoot a little bit more forward now. I'm going to wrap around one time. You don't have to, but my palms are facing forward. Now I'm hinged forward, but keep your shoulders down. And my thumbs are out to the side. Watch, I pull the elbows back a little bit away from my side. I'm going to try to keep my torso here. If you need to bring your torso up, that's fine. But if you can hinge your torso forward, you have the ability to get a little bit more core activation here. 4 more. Here's 1. And then 2. And then 3. And again, 4. Nice job. Release. That was awesome. So did you feel how you worked the arms? But you were also really, the major muscle there was your back muscle. It's a really great exercise. So putting the band off to the side, sitting nice and tall. Arms here, twist again. Just twist to your right side. And I'm doing this little twist right now because we're going to go into what I call a hinge play. Ready? Here we go. We're going to go hinge forward, then turn your head. Hinge back a little bit, turn your head, hinge forward. Turn your head. Now be careful that when you're hinging forward, that you're not letting your torso round forward. Keep your chest open. Hinge. Turn your head. Hinge back. Turn your head. One more time, hinge forward. Hinge back. Nice. Beautiful. Roll your shoulders back. That was great. That's awesome. That was really good. I'm going to do we will do together one more of the rows with the arms. So we're going to take those bands, the band, underneath the arches of your foot, right? Great. I'm going to try something a little bit different. Now this time I want you to cross your band. Hopefully it's long enough that you can do that. If it's not long enough, then don't worry about it. So from here, my palms are out to the side. Here's my hinge. Pull. Now this time I'm pulling around my legs in the front and pulling my elbows as if they're hiding behind my back. 4, 3, just a little bit differently. 2, on your last one here, just hold it, just hold, pull those abs in. Little presses, elbows out a little bit this way. So not too close together, then a little bit closer, but not at your side. One more time here. Release, hinging forward, uncross your band, and place it out of your way. Great job, perfect. Now this time we're going to widen our stance. We're going to go into what we call a side mermaid. So the side mermaid, we're going to take one hand, your left hand on your thigh, and we're going to stretch. But as we stretch, we're going to take the other leg and extend it out. Make sure your hip stays down. And release. We do the same thing on the other side. Leg goes here, stretch in the opposite direction. Ah, that feels so good. Release, same thing, reach. And take it out to the side. Doesn't that feel good? Nice lengthening in that body. Other side here, reach. Coming back, reach. Great, bring your legs together, sitting forward. Now, take your rib cage, slide it to your left, then bring your body around. I call this a torso circle. So I'm leading with my chest so that I can always be aware of my head lifting and avoiding this. See the difference between this and this? Keep your heart lifted. Now reverse the circle. You ready? Go to your right side first. Come forward, around. I love this one. And how far you go over to one side, it's really not important at all. That's dependent on your personal flexibility. And everybody has a different range. We're going to pause here, go the other way, and only go 2 times to your right side. Now to your left. You ready? Slide the ribs over to your, this is your right. Getting my rights and lefts mixed up today. My apologies. Last one here, perfect. Take your elbows to this bent position. Pull your right knee towards your elbow. Same thing on the side. Exhale and pull. Now be careful of going this way. Keep your heart lifted. Pull the knee to you. It's great for your abdominals. Exhale every time that knee comes up. You have one more. Last one here, release, roll the shoulders out. One more time. Good job. We did a lot of flexibility in this workout as we were doing it, but I do want to stretch out your hamstrings and your hip flexors. So extend out your right foot in front of you, right? And relax the foot, right? Bring the other foot close by. So you're pushing into the heel of this foot. Almost feels like you're gonna pop yourself up, right? You're gonna reach down to that leg, hold, push that heel down. Reach up, hand goes to the shoulder. If you've worked with me before, you know I love this stretch. We come back here and we reach down, lift up here, stretch, and then a switch. Now, same thing. Remember that heel here, we got to push down into that foot, right? And then we reach forward. So we're getting a calf muscle on this side, hamstring here. Now lean back, we get hip flexor and reach down and come up. Great. Just roll your shoulders back a little bit. Perfect. Hands on your thighs. What a great job you did today. What a great job we both did today. This is such a lovely, feel-good, refreshing workout that allows your body to move in a multitude of positions. But most importantly, it allows you to work on both mobility and stability, which are very, very components in maintaining a strong core, great alignment and posture, so that you are able to do all those things you want to do in your life, and mostly our daily life activities, which are so vital and so important. So make sure you hydrate before we go, and thank you so much for joining me. I so enjoyed moving with you, and I look forward to our session next time where we can move together again. Take care. Bye-bye.